Welcome back to SHRDC YouTube, where we share the latest in automation, solar, soft skills, and technical trainings to help you get ahead in your industry. This is part one of a three-part series where we interview the leaders at SHRDC on their insights into the industry. Today we have the Executive Director of SHRDC, Ms. Teh Sook Ling, to share with us on number one, what are the key areas to focus in 2025? Number two, what skills should you learn to take your career to the next level? And number three, how can SHRDC help you achieve your business goals? All in this interview, there's a lot to unpack, so let's get to it. Welcome, Sook Ling. So I'm going to ask you the first question is, how is 2025 shaping up and what are some key areas that we need to pay attention to, especially going into this new year?
Hi, Elton. For 2025, if you look at the industry's movement today, a lot of people are looking at sustainability in order for them to be able to meet the requirement of the clients. So I think sustainability is one of the key focus area companies must address. And the other one is, of course, the artificial intelligence. The governments are also pushing the adoption of AI in the companies. So these two areas probably will be the 2025 key focus areas for the industries to move forward.
And about automation and AI, last year 2024 has been really the buzzword. Is it too late to come in, or now it's still really in the early stages?
Automation, AI, Industry 4.0, to us, this is a journey. The company need to start somewhere and have to continue to improve their processes using technology available in the market right now. So it is not too late, but it is late if you do not start. So you must start now so that you can catch up with the global demand.
Okay, so how can SHRDC help these companies make the transition into AI or automation?
In SHRDC, we have a lab called the Malaysian Smart Factory. So what we do in the Malaysian Smart Factory lab is we provide the accessibility to the current technology. So a lot of the companies heard about different kind of technologies out there, but they do not know how are these technologies applicable to their organization. So what we do here is we have a living lab for the companies to come and experience technologies, and we explain to them on these various technologies, how can it help in improving processes and also to reduce maybe operational wastage and etc.
And I think with this kind of automation and machinery, people might think the cost is actually very high up front. Is that a misconception, or how are there ways to go around it?
What we do here is we believe in the adoption of technology is not necessarily costing you like a lot of money. If you start small and then if you develop your own internal team to have the strength and the skills to adopt the technologies, this process can be a lot cheaper than relying on the external parties to do it for you. So in SHRDC, we actually teach the workforce on the implementation of technologies, and we are using the open source platform where most of it are free of charge, and then from there it's up to the company to decide whether they want to scale up on their own, or if they already understood how technologies can help them improve and they have budget, then they can always work with our tech partners to do a bigger scales project. So ranging from a minimum of 10,000 ringgit, we can already help the company to kickstart that digitalization process. And then that is to gain their confidence that digitalization is the way to go. And then from there, they can decide on the budget. They can put in their strategy, the company strategy on one focus area on digitalization and sustainability. So that is, to us, is to bring them into starting the journey with a smaller budget first, and then the company can then justify on why they need to invest and how much they can invest to prove the improvement of the ROI of that investment. Yeah.
And in terms of like you mentioned ROI, efficiency, productivity, how how fast can they actually see this kind of results, or how big are the changes in efficiency and productivity in these organizations?
It depending on companies. Based on our previous clients, it's ranging from 10 to 30% productivity improvement. But the thing is, whether currently the company has that database, the base information for them to do the comparison. So what is their baseline, and then how do they measure the improvement? So initially, of course, the first time when you measure, you can see a spike in improvement, but then the numbers will then go up accordingly. Yeah.
So I think last question for this one is, how does SHRDC walk them through together with them on this journey?
Over in SHRDC, what we do is we offer the training programs. As I mentioned just now, we focus on developing the internal team of our clients to have the capability to carry out that process themselves, to carry out the improvement themselves. That training programs, currently in SHRDC, we also receive funding from some agencies. For example, like HRD Corp, they have a program called the Rise Forward 2.0. This is open to SMEs who has the intention to digitalize their processes. It's up to the 25,000 worth of training grant. So what can 25,000 help in an organization? What we do is we run a series of programs that worth 25,000 to the company, preferably in-house, so that we can bring them into learning projects, and then they can do their implementation later. So this is what SHRDC currently is offering, especially to the SMEs, if they are looking at some financial assistance from the government.
Speaking about initiatives, what are some government initiatives that companies can make full use of to especially upskill their workforce?
Currently, under the Kusuma Ministry, under the initiative of Talent Corp, there is this one initiative called the Future Skills Talent Council for various key focus industries. So, for example, SHRDC is involved in the E&E sectors and also the ICT sectors under this FSTC initiative. The initiative is basically to assist the industry to be able to access to employment-ready workforce. So in this FSDC initiative, what happened is the demand of the skills come from the industry. We will do a skills mapping of what are needed by the industry versus what are available out there, and then what are the skills gap. So the FSDC program close the skills gap so that new hires come in, go through this skills gap training, and then they will meet the requirement of the industry 100%. So the employment-ready workforce is available through this program.
All right. And how can you actually position your organization to be more accessible to this investment fundings and also these grants?
We follow up closely, especially with various agencies on the availability of training grants, like Talent Corp, like PTPK, and other various other agencies as well. The idea is SHRDC being a non-for-profit organization, our role is to help the industries to get access to skilled workers, and also to assist the current workforce out there to upskill them so that they can get a matching of the right job. So our role is a bridge between the industries and the talent. And we know that sometimes upskilling training can be costly to individuals, like especially fresh graduates. We have a lot of feedback from fresh grads saying that, when we went for interview, we are not hired because we are lack of these skills. And for us to learn these skills, it costs money. And we have already paid for our school fees in the universities. Now we need to find another funding for the upskilling program. So what we do is we SHRDC, we offer the upskilling program through various funding to help this group of fresh graduates or unemployed graduates, upskills them to whatever the industry require, so that they can go into the employment easier than without having the skills. Yeah.
I think just mentioned skills. So, curious, what are the skills that are actually that there is not enough people learning on, and what are the skills gap there? And also maybe what are some courses that HRDC have that can help close that gap?
If you talk about skills gap, the skills gap are always there because of the evolving of technologies, evolving of industries requirement, and also the workforce requirement. So these things change. So whatever produced by the local institution, they normally they would need time to cope with the changes. So while they were coping, while they're taking their time to cope with their changes, what SHRDC do is we fill the gap. So if you look at our courses changes every year because the requirement change, technology change. So now people talk about humanoid, the people talk about AI. So we are developing our content to meet the requirement of these changes.
All right. When you say you are non-profit and you work with a lot of partners, how can SHRDC's industry partners actually help your organization and collaborate together to achieve your goals?
Yeah. To us in SHRDC, we are a big believer of collaboration. If you look at our lab, we have 55 partners. Can you imagine 55 partners? How do we manage 55 partners? The idea of having these partners is because technology change, and we need to have access to technologies. And in order to have access to technologies, the best way is to go through technology partners. And the same thing goes to accessibility to universities as well. So we have partnership with universities. We also have partnership with various government agencies. So when you look at the public-private partnership arrangement, whatever currently what we're doing here is to give us the accessibility to the latest trend, give us the accessibility to promote this trend to the future workforce. So collaboration is key. Collaboration is important. That's why that is our to us that is our key critical success factor of SHRDC.
Can I say if organizations like to find anything, just come to SHRDC where you're one stop?
Yes, we are one stop center. Confidently say that for sustainability and for the smart factory area, for these two focus area, we have the Center of Excellence right now in SHRDC with key technology partners contributing technologies and experience center here. So confidently, I can say that yes, you can come to SHRDC and have a look at what we have. If it is important and we don't have it here, we will find ways to bring this technology to be placed in SHRDC so that more people will learn about it.
Can you just share a bit about the Center of Excellence? What is it about?
Currently available, we have the Sustainable Energy Center of Excellence on our ground floor. In May, hopefully, we're going to launch our Sustainable Smart Factory Center of Excellence. So why do we want to have the COE in SHRDC? Is because of our partnership with our tech partners, one thing. With that partnership arrangement, we are able to bring in the latest technology to be demonstrated in our Center of Excellence. So it is not a center where you just see old stuff. It's not a museum, but it's a living lab. So whatever we demonstrate in our lab is whatever currently available in the market, or maybe some technology that is going to be adopted by the industry in the future. Yeah. So the Center of Excellence is open to public, and we also offer like a tour of a technology tour to public. It can be students or current workforce where you want to understand more about sustainable energy. how does it work for if I install a solar panel in my house? How does it work if I want to own a solar farm? How do I do maintenance? How do I analyze the effectiveness of the system and etc. So the Center of Excellence offer a wide range of explanation of the sustainable energy industry, and for the smart factory is similar as well. We will show you how a legacy system can be digitalized. And on the other side, we also show you the future of a smart factory. What are the current of upcoming trend for smart factory that will be demonstrated in the other side of the lab. So that is why we want to have the Center of Excellence, because we want to have the accessibility of technologies so that public and industry do not have the excuse of saying that I do not know how technologies can help us improve. You come here, we show you, and then you think you consider whether which technologies are more applicable to your organization and how can it help you improve your productivity and eventually your competitiveness. Yeah.
Right. How can they can they just walk in, or I think it's best to inquire somewhere. Right?
Yes. Ideally, please we are contactable in social media, and we also have a WhatsApp, SHRDC WhatsApp number, and also our general email address. It's just contact us in any of this channel. We will respond to you. So if you make an appointment and say, hey, I want to visit the lab on this date, we have to make sure that there are people available to serve, to explain to you what are technologies. Yeah.
Speaking about the future of AI and all this kind of Center of Excellence Smart Factory thing, usually we see this in conferences. What are some conferences that are actually happening in 2025 that you will recommend people go and visit to learn more?
In SHRDC, we work with Messe Frankfurt on organizing an event called the Intelligent Manufacturing Kuala Lumpur, IMKL. So 2025 will be our third series. In the past 2 years, what we see is the participants are looking forward to attend this conference because we're bringing in experts from Switzerland, Germany, China, and other countries as well, to share what are the trends out there and what are the challenges faced by industries outside Malaysia, so that we learn from this success story, we learn from the challenges, and so that our local industries here can then move a little bit faster after knowing some of the challenges. So we brought in a lot of experts from the international speakers to share their experiences and their success stories. So it is not a theory kind of conference. It is application. So if you talk about AI, what's the application of AI in certain industries? What are the challenges faced? What are the benefits? How can it help the organization? So we do more on the application of technologies sharing rather than to tell you, ideally this is theoretically this is how it works, but without showing you the actual application of it. Because I think what the industries require now is they want to know really this kind of technology, how can it really helps organization. Yeah.
All right. How do you see the future of work evolving in the probably next 5 years?
Technologies are evolving, so of course the future of work will still be go into that direction. But for HR side, what I see is hiring is no longer based on your qualification. Hiring will be based on your skill. So right now there's a lot of talk out there on how can HR transform so that I pay you based on your ability to do your work based on your competency rather than pay you based on your qualification paper. So this will be the future. I think it's going to be coming on applications soon. So maybe the industry should get ready and think about compensating an employee based on his or her ability to do the task, or his or her skills to take up that job rather than paper qualification.
And I think we're talking about this, maybe in Malaysia, the adoption might be a bit slower.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traditional, mindset that is still in our business. How can we actually help to, change this mindset?
If you talk about the SME owners, the mindset shift, from what I see, maybe like since COVID until now, there is a lot of awareness activities by the government agencies or even ourselves. We did a lot of webinars during COVID. We did a lot of industry engagement session in SHRDC. The idea is we have seen a shift of mindset in some SMEs, and that work a little bit faster if you can arrange like sharing of success stories among peers. So among themselves, among the business group, if one or two are willing to stand out and say, hey, I've done this automation, I've done this AI, I've adopted AI in my factory, and this is what improvement I've seen. By word of mouth is easier and it's more effective than you telling them, hey, you must adopt this, you must do this, you must do that. So so probably if we have the opportunity to get our clients to share more of their success stories to the industries, the application or the mindset shift will be faster compared to just telling them what to do.
Right. Last question on the topic of sustainability. I think it's something that is a lot of focus on, especially on the carbon goals that we're trying to hit and everything. SDG is we are trying to hit all the goals there.
Yes.
There's quite a lot there. So how can companies, organizations, be part of this initiative?
Sustainability is something that you cannot avoid. You talk about the practices. What we do here is we don't offer programs that give you a certification that, hey, you are certified green company and etc. What we do is we help the organization to identify what are the gap that they can address in their processes to improve their sustainability practices. So we have an assessment module called the Co-Series, where we actually started Co-Series 2 years ago, and you can see the pickup rate is slow initially because companies they don't see the benefits of it. But from last year onwards, we can see that the take-up rate from the manufacturing company especially are improving, and this year will be better. Why? Is because this Co-Series platform give the the transformation roadmap for the companies to work on. So for Co-Series, what we do is we identify the 5 key priority area for you to work on. First, to reduce your GHG emission, and the other 4 based on what are your company's objective. And that 4 focus area will help you with your sustainability strategies. So a lot of companies see this as a very good tool because now being transparent, they know where they need to improve on, and what are the 5 key areas that can give them the greatest impact. So we give them that results. We address that result by hand-holding them on certain activities that they can carry out in the short term, and then they can see the results of the improvement in 6 to 9 months. So Co-Series is one of the programs that we offer for the companies, and also we also heard companies saying that, hey, I'm doing this sustainability activities, I'm doing energy savings, I'm doing this and that, but my staff do not know why the companies are going into this kind of activities. Okay. So with that, we brought in a program called the SDG game. That is the awareness program applicable to to all staff level or to even students to understand about the SDG goals, the 17 goals, SDG goals, and also to talk a little bit more on the inner development goal. So you talk about you want to achieve the SDG goal, but you also need to know you as yourself as an individual, what must you do to help this change? So there are two things. One is the bigger goal, the world. They're talking about the earth, the SDG. And then the second is about me. How can I contribute? And the third thing is now you know that you need to save the planet Earth. I know what to do. How can then I contribute to help my organization to move to that direction as well? So that SDG game, even though it's a one whole day, you give that understanding to individuals on what is the green earth all about, what can I do, and how can I help my companies to contribute to greener environment. So this is a one-day program that we offer, and it has been quite well received by the students and also the industries. Yeah.
If this video brought you any value, don't forget to like and subscribe to us, as well as follow us on all our social media platforms where we share the latest happenings in the industry. And if you'd like to see our training and programs, go to our website at shdc.org.my for the latest. Till next time, see you guys.